Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu must not die in DSS prison. Ohanaeze wants Buhari's government. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Apex Igbo Social Culture Organization, Ohanaeze, has warned the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari that the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, must not die in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. The spokesman of Ohanaeze, Dr. Alex Obonia, gave this warning on Tuesday in a statement titled, Nnamdi Kanu must not die in prison. News have reported that Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the leader to the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader, said Kanu has been diagnosed with gastrointestinal disorder following persistent heartburn. The statement partly read, the attention of Ohanaeze worldwide has been drawn to the deteriorating health of the leader of the independent people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Information reaching us indicate that Nnamdi Kanu is currently suffering from gastrointestinal illness, which necessitates the constant use of antacids and other available medical treatment. It adds that the Department of State Services has refused to allow him even the smallest amount of the prescribed painkiller, which would give him short-term respite. Report from Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the IPOB's attorney, further adds that the Department of State Services has repeatedly treated existing court order which specifically directed that Nnamdi Kanu should be granted access to his doctor for an independent review and investigation of his current health status with the utmost contempt and disdain. It further said the above report should be very worrisome to any fair-minded, patriotic Nigerian. The fair-minded and patriotic because it is self-evident that the Nnamdi Kanu phenomenon is a product of circumstances. Several patriots such as Chief E.K. Clark, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, Dr. Beatrice Pogu, among others, have decried the unjust treatment to the Igbos of the Southeast. The governor of Sokoto State, Alhaji Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, in a humane and patriotic candor, stated the marginalization of a Southeast geopolitical zone by the federal government of Nigeria under President Muhammadu Buhari is crazy and unprecedented. Tambuwal adds, I feel sad and disturbed each time I see the Igbo crying of marginalization. The federal government of Nigeria has been unfair to the Igbos. In all socio-economic activities, it is like the Igbo are not part of the nation. The President General of Ohanaeze, Ambassador Professor George Obiozor, an erudite professor and seasoned diplomat, has on several occasions advised President Buhari that the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is beyond the court or the use of force, advising that it requires a political solution. Obiozor urged the federal government to embrace the values of justice, equity, and fairness in their true sense for real peace, progress, unity, and development to thrive in Nigeria. He argued that all over the world, the moment the populace becomes cautious of the existence of governance based on selective morality, outrageous paradox, and double standards, the expected legitimacy from the people becomes well nigh unattainable. The Ohanaeze, the Apex Igbo Social Culture Organization, and several eminent Igbo have repeatedly appealed to the hearts of Mr. President to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the premise of a political solution. The only living legend among those that fought for the Nigerian independence and the Minister of Aviation in the First Republic, Chief Mbazulike Amechi, presented the request to President Buhari when he visited Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, as his last wish. Earlier before that, Mbazulike had also met President Buhari in Aso Rock, Abuja, for the same reason. In the interim, common sense would ask, why deny Mazi Nnamdi Kanu necessary access to a medical doctor? This is very curious and raises a lot of questions. Finally, it is common knowledge that the incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu has rather contributed to the Nnamdi of insecurity in the southeast, and one wonders what will happen if, by utter carelessness, negligence or necessary victimization. Something untoward happened to Nnamdi Kanu. Instructively, many uninformed Nigerians share the base reasoning of the proverbial ostrich. The ostrich buries its head in the sand, jealously flapping its wings, and believes that it has escaped from reality. As in the ostrich, the civilized world is watching. On top of this matter, see, sometimes I feel some things are being done, so that if you be like, say, these indigenous people of Biafra, maybe they don't close their mouths, the government go spike them, go stimulate them, go act, they will come react. Everybody will come be like, every time I want people they'll just keep making noise, marginalization. That is, if you hear what people say, they will say these people are always crying marginalization. What is their problem? Some people will be like, maybe they say these people, they are people who they can survive anywhere. Why they cannot just go to their own place and survive? I'm like, wow. Sincerely, this particular issue, the writer called Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto State called Pade Adebanjo Ayo, called Chief Dr. Clark, called other people. But do you know, even called Chief Olusegun, even our immediate past president, Governor Goodluck Ebele, did I say governor? Ex-President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, he has come out to say this thing a dialogue matter. It's a dialogue issue. Why will you negotiate with bandits that kidnap people? Bandits that behave like vampires. They kill, rape, maim our daughters and our wife, make children orphans, make wife husbandless, wives widows, make men widowers and childless, destroy a complete family so that they'll not go get people go take over them. Then, whenever they kidnap, the government will start negotiating with them, as in, I never hear for any word, for anywhere in the world, say, terrorists come, kidnap person, the governments come, they negotiate. Even if they pretend like they're negotiating, it is just to buy time and make them find out the location of these people. Now only should born for this country where we do so. We have normal things they happen for this Nigeria. Now they hear say, then they negotiate with bandits. Meanwhile, people will be say the thing no go pass. Okay, make them come together. How are we going to solve this problem? Make we solve this issue. Jeje. They no go do them like that. Look at Nnamdi Kanu. Look at Chief Sunday Igboho. Just look at the both of them. Chief Sunday is always far away in where? Benin Republic. He know if he step into here, because if he step into here, there's a tendency that what happened before there'll be a replay. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is also in prison. And the thing is, everybody is watching, the world is watching how we treat ourselves. Tomorrow, we go come out, we go say we don't know what to make the world hate us. Now, because they don't watch our leaders, treat us lesser. That is why they treat us anyhow. For their mind, they go say, after all, even their leaders don't even value them. Alright, on this note, you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.